Hello, stamping friends. It's me again, Lori Heiling, and I am going to be doing another Facebook Live for you. I've kind of enjoyed doing these, and I'm still new to Facebook Live, so bear with me, but I just wanted to share some projects with you that I've been working on. So how are you guys doing through the virus? Are you going stir crazy yet, or are you finding things to do? It's been fun chatting with some of my friends. Some people are cleaning out drawers that they haven't for years, or me, I've been baking up a storm here, but I'm kind of running low on flowers, so that might come to a halt quick. But most of my time is spent in my craft room, so I have been enjoying catching up on some of my projects. But I'm excited to launch kind of a new program for me. I am going to be doing classes to go through the internet, and so there's a few ways that you can get your hands on these. So I just thought I would share with you what's up my sleeve. Now I have to switch the camera around, so bear with me while I do that. Oh, I hate this part. Okay, flip the camera and aim it down. Hold on. I've got and then I am going to, last time I could see that I needed to make it a little bit closer so that you can see the projects more, and then I want to pull that in. I do have a website called confessionsofastampingaddict.com, and if you see anything that interests you today and would like to order from me, my host code is written right up there, so feel free to use that. Well, what I want to share with you is some projects using the Birthday Goodness stamp set. And this stamp set is in the annual catalog, so there's a pretty good chance that this won't go back order, because I get frustrated when things that we push go back order. So I don't think we have to worry about this one. And this was one of the first sets I bought when the new catalog came out. If you don't know me, I kind of have a little bit of a sweet tooth, and so of course all these yummy treats on the front grab my attention. So I ordered this, and I've been using it all year long, but I finally pulled some of my favorite projects, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. So Birthday Goodness is the stamp set, and the number is 149376. All right, so the projects that I'm going to share with you are, this first one is donuts, and this is done on watercolor paper, and I used So Sweetly dies to cut that out. And if you see it kind of on the edge, you can see that I popped up a couple of those donuts there, so it has kind of a 3D effect. But what's fun about this card is once you open the card, this cute little gift box pops up, and you can even put a gift card or cash or whatever you want, a treat, and then it fits right in there, and it will lie flat, so you don't have to put an extra stamp on this. So again, when you open it, that gift card is just going to pop up. It's funny because of course I grabbed my Starbucks one. In case you didn't know this about me, I kind of like Starbucks too. And I actually have to write used on the back because I always hang on to these when I get them. And one time I grabbed for one to actually use it, and it was already used. So I have to be careful with that. So I just write used on the back, so I know. I just like to use them for my props. So that's one of the cards that will be included in my tutorial. The next one is a birthday bakery box, and this one really does simulate a little birthday bakery box. If you look at it from the side, again, you can see that it's 3D, and I even put some tissue on the bottom. Sometimes when you get bakery treats, they'll have a layer of tissue on the bottom, and the donuts sit on top of them. I should have put a bite mark out of some of those. Aren't they yummy? So that's the next project, and there is a window sheet on top here, and you'll get all the dimensions and things for this one. Well, actually for all of them. Now this one is a fun fold. This one features eclairs, and I have some Wink of Stella on the stand down here. And then when you open it, you can see that this is bare here, and then you just have to position your stamps on the inside so that you can't see them when it's closed. I just put some banners and a sentiment there. So that's that one. And the last one I'm going to actually show how to make today. This one is kind of a silly card because it goes with our virus thing going on here. But the sentiment says, wishing you heaps of happiness, and that really is in the stamp set right here. So I did use that stamp set. But isn't that fun? This is something that you could send just to be lighthearted with some of your friends, and just so they can get a chuckle out of the, not a chuckle out of the virus, but just kind of, you know, be lighthearted about what's going on, and basically just send them a cheer me up or thinking of you note. And so this is the one I want to share with you today. Now, this box, you may have seen it before in some other projects that I've done, but I use this box pattern for everything. One time I had a whole bunch of dogs coming out of it when Bella and Friends was current. One year I did Christmas lights, and I had the string all over the place with lights hanging out of it. And I did another one. What was, oh, the Crafty stamp set that we have, Let's Craft, or I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's a glue gun and stuff, and you can have all these crafting supplies. Whatever your passion is, you can have this just overflowing out of the box. So I just took a toilet paper graphic, and you will get that in the tutorial. It'll be a whole page filled with these things, and you just print it and cut them out. So let me show you how to make this card. I do want to point out that the background may not be green. I chose another color here, but basically any background that's a kind of solid or a subtle solid will work. So the first thing that you're going to do is take an 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece of white cardstock. I like to use the thick cardstock when I just have, you know, like a single layer or a single white card base. Unless I have about 3 layers, then I can use Whisper White. But when there's not as many layers, then I like to use the thick cardstock. Then this is from Best Dressed, my favorite DSP this year. And like I said, I used olive on the other one, but this one I chose yellow, and I just cut that to 5.5 by 4.25, which is the exact size of the card front. And you're just going to adhere that. All right. Now the next part is, let's work on the box. This is the pattern that you'll get, and I am just going to fold down on the score lines here, and so it makes this pattern. And then I took Early Espresso ink and a sponge, and years ago they had a round tab punch for well, for just making cute little tabs, but I like to use these and just fold them in half and staple them to my sponges. You could use really any kind of a rectangular shape punch and make your own, but that way my fingers don't get inked up as much. And you're just going to want to go along the edges of these so you can kind of make the box stand out a little bit, especially on the edges. So this side we'll have to do the other side because the flap will be down. All right, and then one last one is just on that edge here, just a tiny bit. All right, now I'm going to use the same ink for the sentiment, and again I used Wishing You Heaps of Happiness. And we'll just kind of go at a diagonal here. It's hard to see centering from a sitting position like that. All right, now we want those flaps to stay down a bit, so we are going to use dimensionals, but for this one I prefer the larger dimensionals. Because our cardstock is so thick, when you fold down and it's not a very big flap, sometimes they're hard to keep down. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Usually they stay down for a little bit, but then they always pop up. So I figured out a trick to that because, like I said, I've made so many of these boxes, I had to figure that out. So put them down, and I'm just going to set them there because you'll watch and they'll eventually pop up. We'll see how long I can go without them popping. So in the meantime, we're going to move on to the next. This is part of the download, and I can fit 6 of these on a page. So when you get the tutorial, there'll be 6 sets of these on one page. And I'm just going to take the Smoky Slate Blend. This is the light one. And for this one, it works better if you use the, not the painted edge. And I basically just went around any black line I saw. we just want kind of an outline and not the full thing. You don't want to color it. Nobody has gray toilet paper, right? Does anybody have toilet paper? This is crazy. My sister works at a grocery store and she's been watching for 3 weeks for me. And she said, we finally got some in. So I'm going to meet her tomorrow to go do I feel like we're doing a drug deal. We're doing a toilet paper deal. All right. So you're going to do the whole thing like that. And I did another one beforehand because I didn't want you to sit through all my coloring. And as I'm looking, I can see I'm so anal. I guess I didn't do the whole thing. There's some lines I missed, but anyway, that's how you do. And then there's going to be 2 more that will be to the side of it, but on one of them, you want to slice off one of the little tissue pieces because we're going to stack them. All right. Ooh, I can't believe these haven't popped up yet. Maybe that'll make me a liar. Okay, the next part is we just want to place this toilet paper on the front of the card. And what I did was I kind of set it there before because you don't want it like off center or something. So just kind of figure out where the center is here. And then I moved the box and then I just kind of put some tape down underneath it without even moving it like that. Okay, get some of the edges. Like that. Oh gosh, I think I just ruined my, oh I am. I'm at the end of a roll and I do not have a second step. Oh my gosh, what you see is what you get on camera here. Oh my, I can't believe I don't have a backup one here. Oh well. Now on the back of this, we're gonna use tear and tape and I'll show you why. All you're gonna do is put that on the edge of both sides because we want to pop this box up a little bit in the middle to make it 3D. I love 3D in case you didn't know. And I like to use my paper piercer to kind of lift up the edges here, like that. Now, remember we folded it right here? Well, we want to make it 3D-ish, so we're going to keep it folded up a little bit like this. I think that's good. So that if you saw it from an angle, you'd see a little gap right in there. Can you see that? So anyway, it looks like that. These sides are staying down. Holy cow, this is gonna make me a liar. All right, now the next thing we wanna do is put these 2 little toilet papers on. And for this one, you definitely want to use your smaller dimensionals. And so I just put one in the middle here. And we'll just kind of set that off to the corner here. Put another one in the middle. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have that many rolls of toilet paper? You guys aren't hoarding it, are you? I'm not. I told my family only 2 pieces per person. Just kidding. We're doing fine. Okay, there we go. Now, the finishing touch is you take a piece of tissue. Now look at, I am sacrificing. I took a tissue because this is gold in our house. I have less tissue than I have toilet paper. So I'm going to have to reuse this when I'm done. But all you're going to do is cut, oh, this is hard to do in the air or on camera. Cut like maybe a 3/8 of an inch long piece. And I don't know, maybe like 5 inches long. You can trim it off if it's too long. It does not have to be perfect. And then they come apart right away, your 2-ply ones. So we're only going to use 1 ply like this. Okay. Now take your card and some Tombow glue and just put, let me make sure this is, yep, it's going to come out okay. Just put 1 little dot kind of right in the corner of the box, but put it down low enough so you can't see it. And then just put the tissue down right smack, oh gosh, guess I'll go this way. Right smack on top of that dot you just made, like that. Just so it sticks in there. Whoops. Like that. 1 dot will do it. And then let this hang down. And then if it doesn't roll very much, I just, well, it's kind of curling a little bit. But if you want it more of a curl to it, just take like a paintbrush or your paper piercer and just wrap it around something that will kind of give it a little more help to curl, okay? Like that. So, you know, it's like that. And then I just left the inside blank because this is definitely just a note card, and I'm going to put my own personal note with, you know, miss you or happy birthday or whatever. But anyway, that's my fun, silly card here to get us through the virus and smile. So now, how can you get these projects in the tutorial? I have, whoopsie, I'll leave that there. Quite a few different ways. I have 4 options for you. I printed it out, and this same printout is going to be on my blog. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to post it. So let me make sure you can see this. So the works is $45, and what you get with that is the stamp set birthday goodies, 1 roll of baker's twine that we used on some of the projects here. You will get the 4 make and takes, everything cut out and everything you need, and 4 envelopes that go with it. Now remember, I can't stamp for you because that's a Stampin' Up! Policy. So that's why if you don't have the stamp set, you definitely will need that. And then I will email the PDF to you with the photos and the patterns and the instructions, and then I ship that 2-day priority shipping. Now, let's say you already own that stamp set and you just want the make and takes. Now, again, remember, I can't stamp for you, but you can get just the make and takes and the 4 envelopes that go with it, and the PDF and the 2-day priority shipping. So that one's $25. The third option is called the next best thing. Say you have the stamp set, but there's some other supplies you need to make it, maybe some inks or sponges or something. Well, if you order anything that's $35 or more and use the host code here, and the total has to be that before tax and shipping, then I will send these projects to you for free. You'll get the 4 make and takes and envelopes, you'll get the PDF, and the 2-day priority shipping. All you have to do is put a $35 order. And then the last option is if you just want the PDF of the 4 projects, that's $10. So go to my blog at www.confessionsofastampingaddict.com, and I will have, I'm gonna load this video as well, and then that way if you need to go back and watch it, you can. And then just fill out this part for me. You can just email it to me or just put this information in an email, which option you want. And then then I'll just send you a link to the PayPal so that you can pay that way. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. It really is so much fun for me to share with you. And I hope that you will take a look at this. And oh, I wanted to tell you one more thing. The deadline for registration closes April 12th. And at that time, I will be ordering everything. And so just make sure you decide if you want this or not before April 12th. All right, well, thanks again, everyone. I hope you have a great day and stay well. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.